Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rasax in the building. Yeah, I usually say I'm not going to do it, but screw it, I'm gonna do it right now. So this patch is an erotic game that's super mega popular. I'm sure you know about it. If not, well, you're living under a rock. And it's a game about Robert, a dude who used to be like a mech suit, like the one you're watching on screen. He was kicking ass and taking names, but his mech suit got damaged and he decided to become, well, a hero dispatcher. So his job is to basically send heroes on missions to build a roster. Maybe he'll fire some heroes, maybe he'll recruit some, maybe he'll romance some, maybe he'll get to fight against some, and all that. So that's basically the premise of the game, the narrative game. I repeat, can make certain choices that will change the outcome because it's like a visual novel. It's a narrative game, and I do like those games a lot. It seems that people do like that game a lot too. They like to play it, and they do like to watch the cutscenes and all that on YouTube. And kudos, like an applause goes to you. I salute you because that's the kind of game that's one of my favorite. Anywho, so the drama, it's been a while. I'm kind of late to the party when it comes to talking about this. Uh, Started because, first of all, it became so popular and people felt like it was overrated. People on Reddit and on 4chan. And second of all, the character is an average dude, Robert, and he's basically, well, he has the ability to date one of two baddies, Blonde Blazer or Invisigal, the classic cute blonde girl, or the tomboy who used to be a baddie, like a bad girl, a bad bitch, but is now trying to be a hero, a heroine. And yeah, people are angry because they say, no, it doesn't make sense. It is not realistic. Like, this dude is not Giga Chad, he's not super muscular, he's average, he has no superpowers, and he's like a harem trope because the girls are interested, especially the cute, very attractive, very likable girls are into him. By the way, I do prefer Invisigal, if you ask me which one is my favorite. Invisigal for several reasons. But regardless, they're like, yeah, it makes no sense. Like, why? And why don't we have representation? Like, why don't we have fat girls or whatever? Oh, this and that, body shaming. I will accept and I will give them this. It is true that it is unrealistic that a guy like Robert is dating, well, either girl, Invisigal or Blonde Blazer, because yeah, in real life, unless you're like super attractive, you're muscular, you're tall, or you're rich, you're not gonna get female attention whatsoever. Or if you get it, it's going to be very limited and it's going to end up real quick. So it is true. It is true that the Giga Chat is the one who gets all the action, all the attention, all the butts, and all the cheeks. But it is a game. It is a story. It is just fantasy. It is make believe. I repeat it over and over and over and over that we want to play games to have fun. If we do like the characters, we like their personalities, we find them fun. We're not gonna be, oh, this guy is not supposed to get these baddies. You play as Robert, and you can probably be like evil, or you're nice, or you're this, and you, based on your decisions, you'll date either of the two girls. I guess they'll add more in the future or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they'll make a sequel because it was super successful. But my point is, I don't have an issue with it. As I said, I will admit that it is unrealistic. Yeah, in real life, if you look like Robert, then no, you're not getting anything. I mean, you may get something, but you're not gonna get like a super cute girl who's like super waifu material. That's unrealistic. If that happens, yeah, it happens, but that's not common, like at all. Most guys who are like Robert, who behave like Robert, who look like Robert, right? They end up alone. They end up forever alone. That is true. I will admit to that. But at the end of the day, we don't want games to be politically correct, and we don't want games with like forced diversity or whatever. We just want to have fun. And if people enjoy the story and they think it is really cool, they like the characters because they don't only like the story just because the girl's waifu me wanna date. It's not a dating simulator. You get to date the girls, yeah, you can. But that's not the main thing. They do enjoy the story, they do enjoy other characters, right? And that's what it is. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a successful game that is something that the audience loves so far. I don't know if they'll screw it up. Hopefully they don't. Based on some comics, right? That are there, named, Dispatch, if I'm not mistaken, they have the same name. And yeah, I mean, what's the issue? I don't see a problem. I don't see anything wrong with like the game. Oh, it's not realistic. You're not supposed to enjoy it. So what? So what? That's it. You want games to be monotonous, to be it's gonna be a game about a slice of life, comedy with the Giga Chat and like the muscular dude who's like, oh, I'm the alpha male. Da, da, da. That's boring. That sounds lame to me. We just want to enjoy games, and people can pretend that they're like Robert and they're getting, the ladies. And that is fun. That is something that takes them away from reality. It gives them a break from the monotony and the boredom and the stress of real life. And they get to make choices and do whatever the hell they want. Right? And I see nothing wrong with that. There's not much to say about this subject. Oh, harem tropes. I'm going to tell you something about my game, right? And I say my game because it's my baby. It's my passion project. In the game I'm working on, you get to romance the characters, right? Even though, well, in the game I'm playing, you don't really get to play as a male protagonist. You do get to play as a female protagonist. However, the guys seem to like the game, right? And the thing is this, because regardless, even if you make a female protagonist or a male protagonist, you can appeal to both guys and girls. Doesn't mean that you made a girl protagonist, now the game is not going to be liked by guys. That's not true. That's not true. But yeah, the girl protagonist in the game I'm working on, she will get to date guys, right? And you can pick and you can choose. And the guys, well, they are attractive. They are attractive. They're not like, super giga chats, but yes, they are attractive, right? They look good. They have, the six pack, all that. They're muscular. They're not, super duper tall and rich and super handsome, but they're all right. They're fine. And I will see who, the majority of the players pick or whatever, and it will be fun. I want to give the players the opportunity to get into intimate relationships, to get to date characters, to get to form bonds with them, or maybe befriend characters, if they are not like romantically interested in them, right? And let me tell you something else. You can also choose to play as a male character, and you will date the female characters in the game, right? I'll make it like that. You can pick to play the male character. In the future, we'll add that. We'll add the possibility that you, instead of playing as the girl, you get to play as the guy, right? We'll make a game that can offer both experiences, right? And if the guy was average looking, I wouldn't have an issue. It would be like, oh, it's not realistic. It's a harem because girls like it is a game. You're the protagonist. It is nice. Like you as a player, you get yourself into like, okay, I am Robert talking about dispatch. Okay, I'm Robert. I'm a hero dispatcher. Okay. Oh, the girls like me. Oh, the girls. Oh, they're friendly to me. They're nice to me. They're kind to me. You're gonna enjoy that. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good about yourself. You're gonna be like, oh my god, these cute girls. Oh my god, they're into me. Oh, all right, I see you. I see you. And you're not gonna be like, what? You want to be treated like you? Okay, here's the deal. You want to be treated. You want Robert, you as the character, to be treated as the same way you will be treated in real life. Oh my god, don't talk to me, you creep, you weirdo. Real life sucks, and games show us something that looks cool and it is nice. It makes us feel nice and it is fun and it is enjoyable because real life sucks. If Robert got treated like a real life Robert will get treated realistically, no one will like the game. No one will enjoy it. No one will like it. I'm going to tell you a secret story. And this is going to be really funny. I remember back in the day that I wanted to make my own game, right? And I was talking to some people, some girls, and some of the girls, they offered me ideas. I'm not gonna say names or anything. I forgot the names, and I remember this girl who was like, she had an idea for a game, a narrative game, and she was like, "What if we make a game where you're like a dude, this hot dude, and you have like this harem of girls and whatever that like they're into you. You know, it was like a romance game and all that. But like no matter what you do in the game, like you never get the option to romance any of the girls. Like you never get to be with anyone. And they're super cute, super likable, super adorable. They're hot, they're sexy, they're charismatic, they have great development. And I was like, oh, what are you getting at? And you know what happens? You know what's the twist? And I was like, let me guess. The character is gay. The character is into his gay friends. And there's like, haha, you stupid. Haha, you fell into my trap card. You activated my trap card. You, the player, you're a dumbass for playing this game. You will not get the girls. You will get baited and switched. Haha, so funny. I was like, that will piss people off. That's not funny. That is not cool. That is not likable. That is not. No, that's not a bait and switch or a gotcha moment or like, oh, wow, cool. The game is not what I expected. That's basically an insult. And you're like, oh, but maybe it's like a joke. Maybe she was going to make the game as like this joke. Like, haha, it turns out he's gay. No, 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 no. That's not where it ends. You thought I'm done? No, I'm just getting started. And the game was going to suddenly change into this gay simulator, the gay dating simulator. And I have nothing against gay people or trans people or whatever. But like the game was going to like show itself as something and then be something completely different for a completely different audience. And by the time like the audience like it's stupid. I can't even go on because it's stupid. I was going to bait you for hours and hours and hours, and then it was going to turn into a gay dating simulator. Do you think that sounds fun? You think being lied to, being like tricked, sounds fun? You're gonna be with these female characters, you're gonna develop bonds and friendship and all that, and suddenly the game will get rid of them. Or you'll be with your boyfriends, like your fellas. If you're going to make a game where there's like girls you get to date and all that, do it. You know, I suggest you, if you have female characters in your game, make them dateable. Make them dateable. Not doing is wasting potential. If you are not into that, fine. You don't know how to make romance, but if you know how to do it, then please do it. People like that. People like having their virtual waifus, and I don't blame them. It is fine. It is nice. They can get really attached to them, and it's fine. Maybe they're developed really well, or maybe they remind the player of someone they met in real life. They're relatable or whatever. I don't really care. I'm just happy that this patch gives you the option to romance girls, and it is a very nice narrative game with, I repeat, good voice acting, good graphics, and a good story, and it is fun. So I don't have a problem. I don't care. At the end of the day. So that's it, bro. Like whatever. What else do you want me to say? Like that what's up. Peace.